Today I have a video all about how to choose fonts for your designs in a step-by-step guide that will make choosing fonts that much easier for your graphic design projects. So today, how to choose fonts for your designs. Like with almost every single design project that you're going to encounter, the first thing that you need to consider is your audience. By nature, your typography will communicate certain emotions and certain feelings to the audience. So maybe the typography will suggest a playful nature, or maybe a very serious and sophisticated style. So it's very important to have a clear idea of who your audience are and what you want them to feel when they look at your design. Are you designing something for a high-end team of lawyers? Or maybe you're designing something for a preschool nursery? This is where you need to consider the audience, because everything about a preschool nursery design, say a logo or a flyer, will be playful, bright, friendly and colourful. The font is just one aspect of the design as a whole, and so it needs to play into this style and the emotion of the design in general. So on the other side of things, a business card for a lawyer is going to be the opposite of this. It will need to look professional, it needs to look important and also strong. So yeah, you need to consider the audience of the design. And just ask yourself, would someone wanting to hire a lawyer be turned on or turned off visually with a playful, friendly and not so serious font on the front of the business card? Your typeface or the font should represent the style expected by the audience for which design is intended. So choose a font that makes your design evoke audience emotions. Three main fonts that you want to consider are serif fonts. These suggest tradition, history, reliability and safety. Sans serif fonts are more modern, they're contemporary and they're clean. And then you have script fonts, which add a sense of feminism, romance, grace and elegance, and they're more personal. Make sure your chosen font resonates with the design and ultimately the audience. So when choosing a font for your design, instead of just hopping into the font library on your computer, it's a really good idea to brainstorm ideas much like you would for a logo design. Brainstorm things like the qualities and characteristics that you want the design to communicate. That way, when choosing a font, you already have a blueprint that you can match up to your font. This is important because every single typeface has its own mood or personality. So maybe it's serious, maybe it's casual and playful, or even elegant. You're going to need to figure out what the font says about itself and whether it fits in with your design. Speaking of fonts and the personalities they have, I've seen a huge contrast in font style in an awesome font and graphics bundle by the Hungry JPEG. They're not sponsoring today's video, but they did gift to me the bundle for free, which I'm here to show you guys today. For only $29, you can download this amazing collection of 39 fonts with the commercial licenses and 655 graphics. There is a limited time, so make sure to head over to the links in the description below and grab yourself this really awesome offer. There are many great fonts here, all of which have the licenses for you to use on your projects. Use my link in the description below and head over to the Hungry JPEG and grab this outstanding October bundle today. Someone once said that typography is like fashion, or furniture for that matter. With rare functional exceptions, the world doesn't need new clothing or furniture designs, but people want to look different or to evoke particular feelings or fit with a particular look. This is very true because we could easily just use 2 or 3 fonts for every single design ever made, but we don't. Every font has a personality and a unique voice. You need to consider what the purpose of the font is for your design. Is it there to draw attention? Or maybe it just needs to be subtle and merely supply information in detail? Always consider the function or purpose of a font, and then you can decide whether or not the font fits the purpose. When choosing a font for your designs, always think about the function as well as the form. There's no point in finding a typeface that ticks all of the creative boxes, only to discover that it won't actually work because it's not legible on the design. Legibility means how easily read the font is. So maybe the kerning is very poor, or maybe it's simply just elaborate in nature. If the purpose of the typography on the design is to be read easily, it needs to be legible. Or if it's just there merely to be an artistic addition, that doesn't really matter. But you should always check the legibility of the font, because people do need to read the typography, of course. Pairing fonts is a very handy skill indeed, and it's important for your designs. So when choosing your font, have in mind what could be paired with it. This will become useful in many situations, and one great example of this is on a poster. We have a large heading and then main body of text on the design. Pairing up fonts between contrasts of bold and light is a great way to create visual harmony on headings and subheadings. Using serif and a sans serif font is a quick way and an easy way to create harmony on your design. Maybe a heading can be sans serif and the main body of text can be serif, and this is a great way to pair fonts with ease. Another great way of pairing fonts is to pair two fonts from the same family. If two fonts are within the same family, they have been designed by the same person or foundry, and thus they're almost guaranteed to work well together. So yeah, remember the 5 points in today's video when you're selecting your next font for your next design project. And of course, be sure to check the description below, because I've linked lists of great font pairs, as well as the October bundle for $29 over on Hungry JPEG. That really is a great offer, so snap it up before the time runs out. If you want to boost your skills and your awareness as a graphic designer, make sure to subscribe to Satori Graphics if you haven't done already. Like and share this content on social media if you do find it useful. And until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.